Casey on World? It's your boy, the Sofrito Papi, back again with another review. And today we're going to be looking at the Super 7 Ultimates Casey Jones. This is my first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Ultimate. I'm not a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collector, but Casey Jones was hands down one of my favorite action figures growing up. And I remember it vividly like it happened yesterday. I got him for my birthday. I was playing with him. I let my friends play with him. The next morning I woke up, never seen Casey Jones again. All I had was the bag, his bats, his hockey stick. I didn't even have the hockey pucks. Never again did I ever see that figure. And I don't recall ever receiving a replacement. So when I saw that he was up for grabs, again, another big bad toy store purchase, I went ahead and I picked him up. I had to have him back in my life. So today we're going to take a look at his articulation, his detail, his accessories, what I think about the figure, and things like that. So let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. Oh, and by the way, diorama by me, pretty awesome. I love it. One of my latest creations, but we'll get into that some other time. Today is about Casey Jones. And again, heads up, but apologize for any paint that I might have on my hands. These are working man hands. They're pretty darn rough. So let's go ahead and let's bring him in closer here and let's take a look at Casey Jones. So as far as I can remember, he is pretty accurate to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figure. Got the cool hockey mask, which is what makes Casey Jones. I would have loved to see an alternative head, or at least a removable mask to just give him his human features, but I understand why they wouldn't have done that. Super 7 stays pretty accurate to the original releases with just up-to-date details, and we've got an up-to-date paint and details. Obviously, look much better. You can produce much better toys. So let's go ahead and just take a look at him. Zoom in here, make sure you guys can see him. You got some cool little blue highlights there in his hair. A little band for his mask going behind his ear. Spiky hair, looks great. His hoodie to his torn 80s type style retro gym shirt there. The shoulder pad, I don't know if that's a football or a hockey shoulder pad. Exposed ab with what looks like to be his 80s type style jogging suit. I mean, this was the style back then, y'all. Paint looks great. I don't see any overpaint on any part of the figure. Everything is pretty well done. Even what looks like to be like some dry brushing on his hands here to give it a nice cool little like dirty effect. He's got his green shoes, his green sneakers. Make it look mad crazy. But overall, detail-wise, I think he looks. Think he looks great. I like the paint. I like the way he looks. Yep. So let's get into some of his articulation and see what type of movement this guy has. So we always start off with the head first. So turn it left, turn it right. It's about far as it goes. I don't want to force it too much. 360 on the arm. Arm bend, bicep swivel, hand swivel. No joint there to move it. Well, I mean, there is one, but it's not. There we go. Lift it up, lift it down. Obviously, his left arm does the same movement as his right arm, except that you do have this shoulder pad blocking his arm, but you can kind of turn it up that way. And that's probably about as far as back as it goes. Now, his bicep here looks like it could turn. Mine is really stiff, y'all. Like, I think if I force it, I'm going to break it. I don't know if that's just how they come. This is my second Super 7 figure. Actually, my third. I have the Toxic Avenger, Toxie. And he is not without his own issues. Like Toxie's right arm is really loose. It doesn't stay up on both. I've got the glow in the dark and original version. But let's get back to Casey. So I don't know if this is supposed to have some sort of movement. It's really tough right now for me to move. I feel like if I twist him anymore, he's gonna pop. What sucks is that he kind of keeps. His torso keeps kind of like turning to the side there. His belly button isn't really aligned to anything. I don't know if I'm going to want to warm him up or even risk it, but I might just leave it as is. His legs lift up that way. That way they got a little ball joint in there, if you can see that. So you can kind of 360 his leg there. Okay. I don't know if you'll call that hip swivel, but you can lift it up and move it like that. You do have a swivel here by the knee. It's not the sturdiest. It's kind of wobbly, but for the most part, it does stay in place. And of course, you can bend his knee up and down like so. And then his foot is pretty much stationary. You got a little bit of movement there up and down, but not really much to the left and to the right. He balances pretty well though. He does stand up without issue. So that's a good thing. So let's see what he comes with. Obviously you get 4 sets of hands if you include the ones that he comes with. You get some kind of open closed fist holding hands, like this is like the second pair because the ones that he has pretty similar. You get the closed fist, and then you get these hands. Not really too sure what they're for. They're both slightly different though. This one's hand, like fingers, seem to be like in more. Let me see if I can get that to zoom in. Okay, there we go. Versus that one, it kind of has a curve inward, but it's not as much as this hand. I don't know if that was done intentionally. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm assuming that these are to hold his hockey pucks. We'll see that in just a moment. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he comes with. Before I get into the real accessories, he does come with a replica of the 80s version Casey Jones weapon. Back in the day, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came with all of these weapons kind of just in this, I don't know, rack type thing. You just cut them off and that was his weapon. So it's actually pretty cool that they actually included this. I like this. Pretty nostalgic. And they're pretty accurate to what they looked like from what I can remember when I was a kid. Well, actually, I remember these more than the figure because whoever stole my toy left me with all of his weapons. So let's take a look here at what he has. So he's got his bag where he holds all his like his bats and stuff like that. And the easiest way, you do want to put this on one certain way. The easiest way I found on putting this on, and let me make sure I have this right. Okay, is to slide his legs over. And I actually just figured this out while I was taking him apart for the video. Sliding it under his legs, over his arm, and bringing it up like so, because when you try to do it, and you know what, I actually think I did this wrong. I don't like that. How did I... Oh, geez. Okay. He's supposed to hold it like this, so... Dude, I feel really slow right now. Let's try this again from the legs up. No. Oh my god. How did I do this? Y'all probably watching the video like, dude, he's a moron. Okay, that's how I did it. So I put it in through his legs. I did at first. I try to put it over his arm and over his head, but I ended up having to stretch this. I didn't like that. So when I was taking him apart, I figured out that I can just slide it through his body, like so. It causes less stress on the accessory, and it sits on him perfectly, just like that. So if you buy him and you want to display him, I recommend that you slide his bag underneath, starting from his legs up. That way you don't put any stress on the plastic and accidentally rip it or tear it. So he does come with a hockey stick, a golf stick, and they do fit. Bloop, right in there. And 3 different bats. Why 3 different bats? I don't know. Probably because he keeps breaking them. And they all fit right in his bag. Oh. They don't fit perfectly, so you have to kind of just fit them in there. But they all fit in there. Pretty cool. He looks pretty cool like that. And then you also get 3 little hockey pucks. You got an all black hockey puck. Yeah, let's try to get this to focus. All right, you got an all black hockey puck. All right. You get a taped hockey puck. It's got a little like an X on it. And then another taped style hockey puck. And as mentioned before, I think it's really hard to focus in on small little items. I think you can put these in this open hand. And yep. Let's see if you see that. Yep, you can hold it like that. Come on, dude. Focus on my hand. There we go. And let's see if it fits the other one. Yep, there you go. Pretty dope, pretty dope. And of course, Super 7 always does the dope packaging. I really like their packages. Can't beat that. Love their packaging. So, oh man, I'm missing a hockey puck. What did I do with it? Well, I am going to have to try. Oh, it's in his hand. Okay, gotta be careful for them small pieces. So, what do I think of it? I'm not like, how do you say? Go out and make sure you get it. No. If you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff, you like Super 7, for sure. Definitely pick them up. If you're a casual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and you fan and you like specific characters, sort of like me, pick it up. But it's not a must must have. I do love the way it looks. I love the way it looks inside of the pack, specifically inside of the packaging, but it's not something that I am absolutely crazy for. Yes, I did want it because it's Casey Jones. I loved the figure growing up. Kid stole it from me. 30 years later, I had the opportunity to buy it, and well, here he is. I'm probably going to stick him right back in the box, put him away in storage, and that'll be it. But I give it about like a 6.5 out of 10. I don't like the torso. I don't like the separation that you see there. It's not flush. And I also don't know if it's even intended to even move, but it's like really tough right there to move. And I'm absolutely terrified that it will snap. If you guys remember G.I. Joes from back in the day, they had that little rubber band in the torso, and if you spin them around enough, eventually the rubber band will break. And I think we all did that, because I would twist mine around, and then he would just go spinning crazy. That's kind of what this kind of like feels like. So I'm going to put them right back in the box. I'm not going to display them. I don't have many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff other than Chrome Dome, Master Splinter, and Baxter, and maybe a couple other NECA figures. But if I was to choose Super 7 over NECA, probably go with NECA. They're a little bit more affordable. This is about $45 retail. NECA, you can get them around $20 to $30. Sometimes they do come with pretty cool accessories, and I'll just be frank, NECA is kind of killing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. Their Chrome Dome figure was fantastic. Thought it was one of the best pickups that I had, that I picked up last year. So if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, if you're a Super 7 fan, and if you love their products and you love picking up their Ultimate Waves, definitely go ahead and pick this guy up. I don't think you will be disappointed. If you're casual, this one or the NECA one. I mean, you can't go wrong with either of them. Again, I like them. 6.5 out of 10. And that's pretty much it for today's episode of Sofrito Papi's Playhouse. As always, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go down there, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I really, really appreciate it. Hit me up in the comments. Let's engage. Let's talk. I love talking geek stuff. If you have any thing you want to recommend, or anything you want me to touch on in the next few videos, be sure to leave that down there. I'm open to all criticism as long as it is constructive and you're not just down there in the comments acting like a freaking internet weirdo. I don't deal with that stuff, y'all. So don't do it. I won't block you because I don't believe in blocking people, but don't be weird, y'all. There's a lot of weird shit going on anyway in this world. We don't need people in comment sections acting a fool. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. As always, 1/4 of the Geekset podcast. Make sure you check us out on all podcast platforms. Check out our website, www.geeksetpodcast.com. Make sure you check out Young Deuce's show, One-on-One with Deuces. He's got some pretty great interviews coming for 2022. And we're just excited to give y'all all of this dope geek content, man. The only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together as one. Is your boy Lib, Sofrito Papi. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I am out. Peace.